Boosting posts on Instagram is actually a great way of building your following and also generating more leads, clients, or customers if that's a goal of yours. So what I'm gonna do is explain the posts that work best to boost and also how exactly to boost your posts on Instagram, depending on if you want just more followers or more leads, clients, or customers, and why you should make sure to do this on your desktop and not your phone. Real quick, before I walk you through the actual steps to boost these posts, I want to explain what are a few good options for the types of posts to boost, because this matters probably even more than some of the specific aspects of setting up the actual campaign for boosting a post on Instagram or Meta. So I would say the first type of post is what I would call a B-roll direct call to action style reel. Basically what you're doing with this one is you're going to need to make this a reel that you post and then you boost it. But I did this through Ads Manager, but it works just as well if you are doing it through posting it on your page and then boosting it. But you're speaking to who you specifically want to follow your page, and or if you're a service provider working with specific people, who are your ideal clients / followers. If you're selling products, who are your ideal customers? If you're a creator, who are your ideal followers, subscribers, etc., who want X. So what is your page going to give them? What makes it unique? My page was created for you, or follow, click to follow my page, or something like that. This one is probably my favorite because it's very clearly directed to a person for a specific intention. And that to me would be, if you were only boosting one, I would create a post like that, upload it as a reel, then boost it. The other ones that you can do, real quick, if you are looking for support, growing your brand on social media, building your following, or getting more leads and clients for your business online, make sure to check out the links below. It would just be looking through your carousels and reels on Instagram, see what does well organically. So for instance, if you have a carousel or a reel that gets a lot more engagement than other ones, that could be a good post to boost as well. Another one would be, especially if you're a service provider or you're a brand selling products, a carousel like this where you just explain who you help and what you help them with. And I'll explain in a second here how, like, if you have the goal of getting more clients or leads or customers, how you can approach boosting versus just boosting for followers. But this is a good one where you basically are just walking through the value of your work and products or content, and then you have a call to action at the end depending on your goal. I have another tutorial on how to create this type of post you can check out in my page, but I would say those are 3 good options for posts that you would consider boosting. Okay, so now that we talked about that, let's talk about how you actually would boost these posts. So what I'll first do is explain for the sake of building your following. So let's say I wanted to boost this post. I have boosted this in the past, but for you, it would just say boost here. Now, before I continue, I want to say you want to do this on your desktop because it will save you 30%. If you boost from your phone, it will cost more money because of the Apple service fees. There's some weird stuff with that. So go to your desktop and do this and click on the boost button. Now what will happen is you'll see the option for visit your profile, visit your website, make a purchase, message you. So I personally find that visit your profile is the best if you want people to follow you. If you want people to message you, or if you want people to end up working with you or inquire about your services, I would suggest clicking message you. So what I'll do first is this visit your profile. We'll say that you want to just build up your followers. You click that, and then typically the 2 targeting options, who should see your ad, that I would suggest is going to be either people similar to your followers or Advantage Plus. If you have a very small account and your followers are like random friends and people like that, definitely don't do people similar to your followers. If you have an account of like 3,000 or more, or even 2,000 or more people who are your ideal, a lot of them are your ideal followers, ideal clients, then you would benefit probably from doing people similar to your followers. If you are that smaller account, your followers aren't the types of people that you want following as you do this, click Advantage Plus. And I would just basically leave Advantage Plus as recommended. And I would get rid of all these interests. I would have no interest. I would select the age, maybe, if you want only people of a certain age following your account or reaching out, you could select that. I'd probably leave it as a US or whatever country you're in. And then just let Meta's AI do its work and use its best judgment in regards to who should see it. Okay. Then the rest would be selecting, do you want to keep this running until you pause it, or do you want to set the duration? Now, this is a personal choice to some extent, but I would say that what can be good is maybe running it for a few days, see how it goes, pay attention to the quality of followers that are coming in. If they don't look like people who should be following your page, you probably want to adjust some of the targeting or something like that. But then you would just select your budget here, decide, again, run until you pause it or set duration, then you'd click Boost Post. If you wanted to do this for the sake of lead generation, client acquisition, customer, signups, etc., you would either visit your website, send someone directly to a landing page for a product. I usually wouldn't suggest that compared to the option of messaging you. Because when you do that, what will happen is you would have some sort of call to action in that post, like message me X word for info on X. And then what will happen is when someone messages you that word, you could either have an automated response from ManyChat, or you can start a conversation with them. Why I find that to work better for lead generation and client acquisition than sending someone directly to a website is because it just gives you an easier touch point. Someone stays on Instagram rather than leaving the app. Someone just clicks a button and a conversation can start. You can start to establish trust with them before having more of a serious sales conversation. So I would select message you for that lead generation or client acquisition approach. And then same thing, same considerations when it comes to Advantage Plus or people similar to your followers. And same thing when it comes to this. You want to think about your goals, your budget, etc. And in my experience, that is what I see working in this space for boosting posts for the sake of building your followers or generating more leads and clients.